I'm 19. I'm a sophomore in college. One of my best friends I've known since second grade. He's basically a next door neighbor. He's 20, sophomore in college. He gives me a call yesterday saying that he got his girlfriend pregnant. His girlfriend's 21 years old. Now, I asked him, if this is what you want, then great. This is great.
Sure.
Then for you, if this is what you want, awesome. How do I tell him that this is not great? And
well,
that
you blew it.
To seriously
you had a chance
reconsider.
to.
Now, I know it's not his decision. It's the girl's decision.
Sure. I mean, he's a part of it.
Telling me that he's okay with her decision, but
she wants to keep it.
He has a single dorm.
I would.
And she just lives in his dorm all the time, so he sees her all the time. And they'll have little arguments here and there, and I tell them well, you guys see each other more than a married couple would. But I need advice. How do I tell him that I think this is bad, and I think his life will be magnitudes better if they decide not to keep this baby? Thank you so much. Love the show. Have a good day. Goodbye.
You're toast, bro. He got okay. Clearly, they should not keep the baby. I mean, obviously,
it's a tough conversation to have, though. Telling your boy,
well, that's what I'm saying. Of course, you shouldn't do it, but it's also this ain't. What you should do is not get a girl pregnant. You know what I mean? Because
but
that was his first mistake.
He shouldn't say anything.
This guy.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Dude.
Yeah.
If you try to do a PowerPoint presentation on why your buddy should get an abortion, and then he has the kid, and then you're the Godfather, and the kid's 15.
I would actually love that. I would love to see the PowerPoint on why I shouldn't have been alive. And you know what? I would see that. I'd
dig
be
that up.
He was right.
Yeah, but that's a
really
crazy premise. Dude, don't think about right now. Think about 20 years from now when this kid's a full-grown adult and you have to look him in the face and be like, I actually tried to convince you to not be alive.
You should go behind your boy's back and talk to her directly.
Yeah, offer a lump sum, get some Bitcoin.
Can I say a spin zone for this guy though?
Spin zone
for his buddy. Look, obviously not ideal. 21 having a kid, but having a kid younger.
Absolutely.
I had my first kid when I was 34, and I wish I had them 10 years. I wouldn't have worked out because of Barstool and everything in my career, but I think about that. I do the math in my head where I'm I'm going to be 60 when they're, in their 20s. I wish I was 50
a little
when
younger,
they were in their 20s. Yeah.
No, I think that is a very powerful spin zone because I kind of think the same thing where I'm I don't even know if I want kids. I'm 36 right now. I think I'd like to be a uncle mode's great, but it's even you see people who are in their late 40s and they just they're friends with their kids. Their kids are 20,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's, I am jealous of that.
Correct.
And by the way, for this guy, you have no say in this.
Zero.
No.
This is
Don't
insane.
even try.
And this is a dude that's afraid of losing his best friend.
And it's going to happen. That's the thing. This was going to happen
now. It's going to happen later.
Exactly. This is going to happen one way or the other.
Right.
And this is traumatic for him. He's just seeing he is feeling. He has to deal with stuff that you don't deal with till you're 25.
Right.
Usually you lose your friends to their girlfriends or their families at in your mid-20s. I was pissed. I'm obviously the most Peter Pan-ass motherfucker of all my friends. And even when my friends were in good relationships, I'd be like, I don't think this is going to work. Part of me would be like, you should probably break up. We should all live in a 3-bedroom together forever, right, guys? This is so much more fun than
trying to talk my buddies out of their relationships because something tiny happens.
Yeah.
It's such a bad idea.
And it's pathetic and it's childish behavior. And when I freed myself of it, I felt better. Now, this goes hand in hand with the fact that he's seeing his buddy's life is going to take a much different turn. But hey, this is life. Also, you have no say in it. He ultimately, push comes to shove, he doesn't even really have a say in it. It's not his body. And so it's and unfortunately, it seems like neither one of them is thinking clearly because you the first time you're in a college relationship and you think, I thought I loved my college girlfriend. I thought we'd be together. You know what I mean? You're even though you know better, emotionally, which is the part that makes decisions like this girl is like, well, it wasn't perfect, but it's going to be a perfect little story for the beginning of our family.
Yeah.
She's not realizing if they get married, they're getting divorced. It's just not working out.
Yeah.
Sure.
But for right now, dude, there's no way this isn't happening.
No.
If they're in that kind of I live in your dorm constantly relationship, all those relationships, they think they could handle anything.
Right.
They think it's me and you against the world. They don't realize it's just like your pheromones the first time you've actually liked someone.
And you're not in the real world.
And you're not in the real world at all. So yeah, dude, mourn the loss of your friend. His youth is over. Life as he knew it is over.
Don't say shit.
You're not allowed to have an opinion.
No.
All you can do is be supportive anyway.
Yeah.
That's it. And when he has a kid, be fun, be around. And by the way, this is bad for his life. You kind of get to score points. You're like a young guy with a baby in his life. That, girls will like that.
Yeah, that's true.
You get to have a baby that's like you're like he's an uncle, like he's an unofficial uncle. That's a nice position to be. Babies are fun, dude. I love when my friends have kids because I pop in, I play with them, I see them, I hang out for 90 minutes, and then as soon as they're annoying, I'm like, all right, well,
not my problem.
Not my issue. I've never bathed. I've never had to do a bath. I've never had to make a kid put his shoes on. I've never had to fucking get him to bed. I just fucking toss him in a couch until he while they're laughing.
Yeah.
That's a fun guy to be in a baby's life. So this is good for you. You can't change it. Accept it. This is a good lesson for you that life is nothing but disappointment and misery, and how you roll with it is what makes that. That's how. And so you're dealing with a huge one. You're just gonna have to deal with it, brother.
Yeah. Just let it be.